Hello and welcome! I'm Emma, your English teacher, and I'm so happy you're here today. We're going to explore a really important idea together, something we all experience in our lives: the difference between what people say and what they actually do. Our story today is all about how actions speak louder than words. Are you ready? Great, let's begin. Once upon a time, in a cozy little town nestled beside a sparkling blue lake, lived a kind woman named Clara. Clara owned a small bakery, famous for its delicious apple pies and warm, welcoming atmosphere. Everyone in town loved Clara, not just for her baking, but also for her promises. Clara was always promising to help, to volunteer, to be there for everyone. "Of course, I'll help with the school bake sale," she'd say, beaming. "I'll bake a dozen pies." "Absolutely, I'll volunteer at the soup kitchen next week," she'd assure her neighbor, Mrs. Gable. "Count me in." "Don't worry, I'll definitely help you with your garden, Mr. Henderson," she told the elderly gentleman across the street. "I'll be there Saturday morning." Clara's heart was truly in the right place. She genuinely wanted to help. She loved the idea of being a helpful, generous person. The problem was, she was always busy. Her bakery was demanding, and she always found something else that needed her attention. So the bake sale came and went, and Clara's pies never materialized. Mrs. Gable waited at the soup kitchen, but Clara never arrived. And Mr. Henderson's garden remained stubbornly overgrown, Clara nowhere in sight on Saturday morning. People started to notice. At first, they were understanding. "Oh, Clara's just busy," they'd say. "She means well." But as time went on, and the broken promises piled up, their understanding began to fade, replaced by a quiet disappointment. Across town lived another baker named Thomas. Thomas was a quiet man. He didn't make grand pronouncements or shower people with promises. He ran his own bakery, a smaller one than Clara's, and mostly kept to himself. He wasn't known for his words, but rather for his deeds. One day, Mrs. Gable's roof started leaking badly during a storm. She was frantic, not knowing what to do. Thomas, seeing her distress from across the street, immediately grabbed his tools and offered to help. He spent the entire afternoon patching her roof, refusing any payment. Later that week, the town's annual fundraiser was struggling. They were short on volunteers and desperately needed help setting up. Thomas, without saying a word, arrived early and quietly began arranging tables and chairs. He stayed late, helping to clean up, never seeking praise or recognition. And when Mr. Henderson's health took a turn for the worse, Thomas started tending to his garden. He weeded, watered, and even planted new flowers, bringing a smile to the old man's face. He did this every week, never mentioning it to anyone. Slowly but surely, the town began to see Thomas in a new light. They realized that while Clara's words were sweet and plentiful, it was Thomas's actions that truly made a difference. They learned that promises without action are just empty words. One afternoon, Clara was walking through the town square when she saw Thomas helping a young boy fix his broken bicycle. The boy's face lit up with joy as Thomas patiently showed him how to tighten the chain. Clara watched, a strange feeling stirring inside her. It wasn't jealousy exactly, but something closer to realization. Later that day, Clara found Thomas in his bakery. She hesitated for a moment, then walked inside. "Thomas," she began, her voice a little shaky, I've been watching you, and I've been thinking, I talk a lot about helping people, but you actually do it. Thomas looked up, surprised. He simply nodded, waiting for her to continue. Clara took a deep breath. "I want to be more like you," she said. "I want my actions to match my words. Can you teach me?" Thomas smiled, a genuine, warm smile. "It's not about teaching," he said gently. "It's about seeing the need and acting on it. Start small. Choose one thing, one promise, and keep it. That's all it takes." Clara decided to start with Mr. Henderson's garden. The next Saturday morning, she went to his house, a basket of fresh-baked muffins in hand. "Mr. Henderson," she said, "I know I promised to help with your garden before, and I didn't. I'm so sorry. But I'm here now, and I'm ready to help however I can." Mr. Henderson's eyes twinkled. "Well, Clara," he said, "that's mighty kind of you. I could certainly use a hand weeding those tomatoes." And so, Clara began to learn the true meaning of action speaking louder than words. She started small, keeping her promises, one by one. She learned that true kindness wasn't about grand gestures or empty promises, but about consistent, thoughtful action. The town noticed the change in Clara. They saw her volunteering at the school, helping at the soup kitchen, and tending to Mr. Henderson's garden. They saw that her actions finally matched her words, and they welcomed her, not just as the baker with the delicious pies, but as a truly generous and helpful member of the community. Now, let's learn some new words and phrases from our story. These will help you understand the story even better, and you can use them in your own conversations. 1. Nestled. This means to be located in a comfortable or protected position. Example: the cozy town was nestled beside a sparkling blue lake. This means the town was situated in a peaceful, protected spot next to the lake. Imagine a bird's nest nestled in a tree, safe and cozy. 2. Materialized. This means to become real or to happen. Example: the bake sale came and went, and Clara's pies never materialized. This means Clara's pies never actually appeared. She never made them. Think of it like magic. Something materializes, it becomes real. 3. Frantic. This describes someone who is very worried and upset. Example: she was frantic, not knowing what to do. This means she was extremely worried and didn't know how to solve her problem. Imagine searching frantically for your keys when you're late. 4. Patching. To cover something with a small piece of material. Example: he spent the entire afternoon patching her roof. This means he was repairing the roof by covering the holes with pieces of material. Imagine patching a hole in your jeans. 5. Fundraiser. An event organized to collect money for a specific cause or charity. Example: the town's annual fundraiser was struggling. This means the event to raise money for the town was not doing well. Think of a car wash to raise money for a school trip. 6. Recognition. To give credit or acknowledge someone's actions. Example: he stayed late, helping to clean up, never seeking praise or recognition. This means he wasn't looking for anyone to thank him or give him credit for his help. 7. Stirring. A feeling or emotion that is starting to develop. Example: a strange feeling stirring inside her. This means Clara was beginning to feel a new emotion or realization. Imagine the feeling of excitement stirring before a vacation. 8. Hesitated. To pause before doing something, usually because you are nervous or unsure. Example: she hesitated for a moment, then walked inside. This means she paused briefly, because she was unsure about going in. Imagine hesitating before answering a difficult question. 9. Genuine, real, sincere, and honest. Example: Thomas smiled. A genuine, warm smile. This means his smile was real and heartfelt. Think of a genuine friend who is always there for you. 10. Mighty, an adjective meaning very or extremely. Example: Well, Clara, he said, that's mighty kind of you. This means that he was saying Clara's actions were very kind. So, what's the lesson we can learn from Clara and Thomas? Well, it's simple but powerful. Actions speak louder than words. It means that what you do is more important than what you say. It's easy to make promises, to say you'll help, to offer support. But it's much more meaningful to actually follow through with those promises. Think about it. Have you ever been promised something that never happened? How did it make you feel? Probably disappointed, maybe even a little betrayed. Now think about a time someone did something kind for you, without even saying they would. How did that make you feel? Probably grateful, appreciated, and truly cared for. Clara learned this lesson the hard way. She realized that her empty promises, no matter how well-intentioned, didn't really help anyone. It was Thomas, with his quiet acts of kindness, who truly made a difference in the lives of others. It's important to remember that this doesn't mean words don't matter at all. Kind words can be encouraging and supportive, but words without action are like a beautiful flower without roots. They look nice for a while, but they eventually wither and die. The best way to live is to align your words with your actions. If you say you're going to do something, do it. If you offer help, follow through. Even small acts of kindness can have a big impact. It's about being reliable, trustworthy, and showing people that you truly care. It's also important to be kind to yourself. We all make mistakes. We all break promises sometimes. The important thing is to learn from those mistakes and strive to do better in the future. Don't be afraid to admit when you've fallen short and then take action to make things right. You see, actions speak louder than words isn't just a saying. It's a way to live a more meaningful and fulfilling life. It's about being a person of integrity, someone who does what they say they're going to do. And that, my friends, is something truly valuable. You've done an amazing job today. You've listened attentively, learned new vocabulary, and explored a really important life lesson. I'm so proud of your effort and dedication. Remember, learning a new language takes time and practice, so don't get discouraged if you don't understand everything perfectly right away. Keep practicing, keep listening, and keep exploring. Every little bit helps. And if you enjoyed this lesson and want to continue learning with me, please subscribe to my channel. I have lots more stories and lessons planned to help you improve your English in a fun and engaging way. Thank you again for joining me today. Keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Goodbye.